That story, Deputy President William Ruto is this afternoon expected to grace the official closing ceremony for that governor's induction, which has been underway for 3 days. Our reporter Francis Mtalaki is joining us live from Kwale. Francis, Jubilee seems to have taken the lion's share of the positions in the Council of Governors. What can you tell us about this?
Well, as you have put it, that the Deputy President will be expected from around 3 p.m. here to officially close the 4-day conference that has been going on here in Kwale County. And it's talking about what happened yesterday with regard to the election, where we saw the Jubilee having some a large share in terms of leadership, both from the committees and also the top cream of the leadership in terms of the Council of Governors, from the chairman that Governor Nanok now will only serve for 6 months. Then the current governor for Kwale County, where we are, he will be beginning his term as the chair of the county, the Council of Governors, as well as Anwa Iguru, who is one of the 3 ladies who is a governor from this country. And basically, the Jubilee side, what we understand that they were fronting the two in terms of trying to make sure that the national government works very closely with the county government. Remember what the president has been saying in terms of making sure that the two levels of government are working in a better relationship. And in the first phase, there were some differences. Maybe this could have been informed from what had happened in the first term of the governors. And now we're seeing the Jubilee administration trying to make sure that there's a smooth transition, and also the working relationship between the county governments and the national government are better in terms of the working relations. And also some of the key issues that came out here, and some of them are being discussed, is in terms of integrity and leadership. Remember, there have been issues surrounding some of the governors, and also accountability and corruption. Those are some of the issues that are going on inside today.
So as the induction comes to an end, what are the key messages that came from the deliberation?
Well, the governors seem to be concerned in terms of legislation and the funding. They are complaining that the national government is slow in terms of releasing the funds. Remember, the first bunch of the money was just received like 3 or 4 months after the governors were elected. That is something the governors have raised concern. But the national government seems to complain, saying that the legislation also is one of the issues, seem to be blamed. And now the Senate has been mandated to be able to draw the line. When is the money supposed to be channeled? How is it supposed to be channeled? So that if the law and the legislation is made clear, then the national government will be able to transfer its roles and the funds that are supposed to be heading to the counties at the appropriate time. And also the issues that the governors seem to be undertaking with regard to revenue collection. That is one of the issues, and the taxes that the common mwananchi has to incur. And the residents also, many of the Kenyans are raising concerns that the taxes that are being offered at the county level seems to be on a higher rate. So the governors have been urged by many of the stakeholders to be able to reduce some of the taxes, or also look on how they can be able to turn around the issues about taxing, so that the Kenyans can be able to be taxed, as well as maximize some profits from their businesses and their daily activities. Ashley.
Expect from the keynote address of the Deputy President?
Sorry, I didn't get your question.
What can we expect from the keynote address from the Deputy President?
Well, from the Deputy President, basically what we can expect is his speech to talk about the working relation in terms of the new leadership that has been elected, that was elected yesterday, and how the national government is going to work closely with the counties, and the issues that have been raised from funding and budgetary allocation. This seems to be the major factor that has been there, and also how the Senate can provide provide leadership and legislation and oversight that is mandated in the Constitution. Those are some of the keynotes that we expect from the Deputy President, William Ruto. And remember, the Deputy President also is one of the leaders that are frontline in terms of the 2022 politics. We are told that also the leadership seems to be panning in that manner. So some of the issues surrounding the 22 politics will be canvassed here, and also the relationship between some of the governors, because yesterday we saw a number of governors lobbying both from the NASA coalition and the Jubilee side in terms of the leadership at the county level. Ashley.
All right, thank you there, Francis Mtalaki, who is at Kwale, where the governor's induction has been underway for 3 days, and our Deputy President, William Ruto, is expected to grace the closing ceremony. Of course, right now we want to take a short break here on Weekend at